Hi, this is Raj from Sportscars. In this video I've got a very special Porsche 987 Gen 2 Cayman S. It's a 3.4 flat 6, 2011 basically was the last year that these were produced. There may have been some registered early 2012, but the 2011 year is the majority of the last cars of this era. So these cars are very special because they have hydraulic steering, the last model with the hydraulic steering in the Caymans, and they have the normally aspirated engine. So this has got the 3.4, which produces 320 horsepower, and it will do 60 in around 4.5 seconds. Very fast car, obviously rear wheel drive. And these engines are the direct fuel injection engines, so they're not to be confused with the earlier 987 Gen 1 cars, because they don't suffer bore scoring, they don't suffer IMS bearing failures or RMS oil seal leaks. All of those things were engineered out in these direct fuel injection cars, which came in 2009 onwards. Now, the ways you can tell this is a Gen 2 car very quickly are that this grille area here is different on the Gen 1 cars. It doesn't have a daylight running strip there. It has like a thicker plastic barb, normally body coloured, with a fog light in the corners there. And at the rear, the quick way of telling is the lights are squared off at the edge, so they have a different profile rear bumper. They don't have these lovely LED rear tail lights that are pointed on the edges on the Gen 1 cars. They're only exclusive to the Gen 2 cars. And then on the inside there's a whole bunch of changes as well. So upgraded sat nav with a touchscreen system, and Bluetooth audio connectivity as well. So the colour of this car is actually quite special as well. It's platinum silver, which is a beautiful colour for this car, because it sort of the best way to describe it, it's a very sort of warm silver, not like a bright blue silver. It's got a bit more gold metallic in it than something like Arctic silver, which is quite an icy silver. This is a slightly warmer tone. Still looks really fresh, I think, with this lovely paintwork. And then the wheels are the optional 19-inch Carrera S Mark II wheels, and they're in stunning condition. As you can see, they've got the coloured Porsche crest there, all lined up with the valve, then the locking wheel bolt, the bottom of the crest. All four wheels have been done like that. With it being an S also, it has the Guards Red larger brake calipers, so larger discs, pads, and the 4-piston calipers there, which have greater stopping power compared to the non-S models, the 2.9s in this case. The tyres are the preferred Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. A lot of people really rate these tyres on all Porsche models now. The Pilot Sport 4S are great all year round, great in the wet, great in the dry. They age really, really well, and they were fitted quite recently as well, with lots of tread remaining on them. You can see there. I'll just show you the fronts as well. They're all matching. As I said, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, lots of tread remaining on them. They were fitted sort of about a year ago from the date stamps on them. Discs are also in great condition as well. Very, very recent as well. I'll show you the rears as well. Just there. No lip on them, and yeah, great condition. That's with the spoiler up. You can see that has a lovely rear spoiler which goes up and down automatically at speed. Doesn't have the rear wiper, so it's a nice clean styled rear end. As I said, at the front it's got the daylight running LEDs there in the front bumper there. Now this car is also optioned with what's called a super hot country setup at the front, so that under there is the optional central front radiator. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason as whether a car is fitted with that or not. Some PDKs have it, some don't. Some manuals have it, some don't. It's all down to what was going through the build sequence on the factory line, Obviously hotter countries preferred having that, so Southern Europe, the Americas, Africa's obviously would have that as standard. UK cars, some have it, some don't. Doesn't make a difference to how it drives, it just obviously means that it's more likely to stay super cool even on the hottest day in the UK. The interior is lovely, optional extended black leather, so it has black leather all across the doors. This isn't standard, so most cars do not have this. So it's the leather with the contrast stitching, including on the dashboard. All across the dashboard you can see it's got stitched leather with the contrast stitching to match the seats. Most Cayman 987 Gen 2s will just have leather seats. They will not have leather across the doors, the dashboard, even the instrument cluster there, the cover there is all lovely stitched leather. That is a very desirable option that people look for now, because it really elevates the quality of the interior feel, and 911s have it as standard in the UK, so it's really nice to, when you get a Boxer or a Cayman with that as well, because it really sort of makes you feel it's in a much more luxurious cabin. The seats are the two-way comfort seats, two-way electric comfort seats, so they're fully height adjustable with this handle here. The backs are electric, and then moving the whole seat is done with a handle there. And they've got the optional X code, which is the embossed headrests from the factory. They're in really great condition actually. There's no wear on these seats whatsoever on both sides. Really been looked after. Leather center armrest there, that's standard, and then leather again on the handbrake and on the PDK shifter there. Now this car's got the 7-speed semi-automatic gearbox, the PDK box, which works in full manual, full auto, or a combination of the two. You've also got the optional sport design steering wheel, which has full-size paddles. So this one you pull towards you to go up a gear, the other side to go down a gear, and that follows the steering wheel, so it feels very much like a race car. You can also put that in full manual mode, slide it across to full manual mode, and then you can pull it back to go down a gear and push it away to go up a gear, so a bit like a sequential gearbox in a race car. Very nice experience of using that. Now the car's only covered 49,983 miles, which is quite low for one of these cars because they are so drivable, and it's only got 3 previous owners from new. Other options it has, you'll spot it has the optional stopwatch. So that means it has Sport Chrono Package Plus. So it has Sport and Sport Plus. There's the spoiler button there. I'll just put that down, so you can see what that looks like with the spoiler down. Very classy look, slight lip on it, almost like a mini ducktail. Really nice feature, that lovely sort of scoop up at the end. I quite like having it up and down. It looks great in both instances. As I said, yeah, 49,983 miles. We've just had it major serviced, and with a lot of other work as well that all of these cars tend to need at this sort of age, so sort of 12 years. That includes the PDK service, which is quite a crucial one. It includes replacing the sump, which has the integrated filter for the PDK system, and all of the PDK transmission fluid. We've done the front coolant crossover pipes, which also come to the end of their life about now. We've done the spark plugs, the auxiliary drive belt have all been replaced as well, and the brake fluid change, as well as all the air filters, pollen filters have all been done. So it's a huge service that we've just had done on this car, and as a result it is good to go for another 2 years, 725 days, 18,700 miles. It is actually 20,000 miles, but these cars automatically put that in there as 18,700. As I said, just under 50,000 miles. When you press the different modes, it will show you on the steering wheel there. Again, it doesn't flicker. In reality, it's only because there is an incompatible frame rate with the camera versus the hertz. This is the frequency of the LED there. Yeah, that dashboard looks absolutely brilliant with the stitching there. Has a full sat-nav system, and it also has Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth phone connectivity. You can actually do Bluetooth audio streaming through what this car's got, the optional multimedia interface, universal audio interface. So you've got USB, iPod. You can get a small little adapter which costs about, I think, £35, which enables you to pair your phone through the auxiliary. So you go to source auxiliary to get Bluetooth wireless streaming of your music, as well as also connecting your phone to the PCM to take phone calls through the car's system as well. So that's really nice that you can sort of bring it up to date without having to change anything. It is also possible to update these systems now quite recently. Third-party modifications allow you to take this apart, add some extra electronics in it. Obviously an expert as a hi-fi installer, and it will give it full CarPlay while still fully functioning as it is. And then you'll be able to go into a sub menu to basically select CarPlay, and then basically, just like any other modern car, have all of your apps that are compatible with while you're driving CarPlay system on there. So things like Waze, Spotify, and everything will be controllable through this touch screen here, which is a great feature. It's got the optional heated seats. Let me just start the car up. Optional heated seats, 2-stage system there, and it has a full climate control system, so you can set just a temperature and then it will adjust the fans accordingly depending on where it deems it necessary to put them. And then, as I said, it has Sport Plus, PDK system, has cup holders as well, which fold out there, and you fold that back in, and that locks them in place. There's 2 of them. Lockable glove box with some CD storage there. This has a CD DVD. This car also has BOSE, so it has the full BOSE system with the extra subwoofer down here, extra 12-volt socket there, as well as a 12-volt in that section there. So lots of options for creature comforts and sort of like luxuries on the electronic side, technology side. I'll just run through some of the options and things just in case I've missed anything. So platinum silver metallic, LM70 is the color code. Extended black leather with silver stitching, Porsche crest headrests, silver instrument dials, Sport Chrono Package Plus, high performance summer tyres, PDK system, seat heating, comfort seats with 2-way electric, 19-inch Carrera S2 lightweight alloy wheels, no rear wiper, wheel center caps with colour Porsche crests, full climate control system, full navigation system, full Bluetooth. The navigation is also Europe as well, which is great. Has rear parking sensors. I didn't mention that, so it beeps when you get close to things, and the beeps get more frequent the closer you get to something at the back. Sport Chrono Package Plus. The BOSE is, I don't know if you can see that, 11 speakers, 385 watt, plenty of power in that system. Sport design leather steering wheel. This is the steering wheel that everyone seems to want when they've got one of these cars. It just is so easy to control. Even in auto, you can start using the paddles and having a bit of fun behind the wheel. And as I said, universal audio interface, so you can do Bluetooth streaming, and the extended leather on the dashboard and door panels. So there is this file is available to view on the website as a PDF. You just click on the advert of the car that you're interested in. If you're on a desktop, it's on the right hand side, just below sort of like the key facts, just above the original sales brochure of this car. And then if you're on a mobile, you'll scroll to the bottom of the ad and it will be there as a link to download this this PDF. We've done a full diagnostics on this car with PWIS 3, which is the same diagnostic system as the Porsche main dealers use. It's only got range 1 and 2 over-res, which are actually, range 1 and 2 are just at the red line, so it's only ever been brushing the red line. The last time was at 47,000 miles, so about 2,000 miles, just over 2,000 miles ago. We've done an engine hours check to make sure this car hasn't been clocked, and it all ties up with it having an average speed of around 30 miles an hour, which is absolutely acceptable, well within the tolerance. We sort of allow 25 to 35 in most cases. Sometimes they're as low as 20, but that's generally cars that have strictly been used sort of in the town rather than on motorways as well. And all of the other details match up with the car. It was supplied by Porsche Reading 2011, and then it's been serviced at Porsche Colchester, RPM Technic, Porsche Hatfield, Porsche East London, Tower Porsche in London, and then Porsche Care, who did the major service, oil and pollen, 6 spark plugs, brake fluid change, drive belt, coolant crossover pipes, and PDK service. And that was all for us at our instruction, because we wanted to make sure that this car is fully commissioned and to be enjoyed by its new owner. It's obviously fully HPI clear, and it's got a full sort of history pack with invoices, as well as that stamped service book, which is the original one with the original factory sticker in the front, the full wallet of manuals, 2 keys, and all the tools. Let me just show you the front and rear. I'll show you the front and rear boots. So it's a rear boot. As you can see, there's loads of space in here. It's a proper hatchback. It's basically a 2-seater hatchback with an additional boot at the front as well. If you need to check the coolant level or top up the oil, you can do that through there. You check the oil level actually through the dashboard. So you can have one of those cargo nets there, or you can move it down to here, whichever you prefer, or you can get a second one actually for this area here down at the bottom. And it's quite easy to fit golf clubs in this area. There's another video I've done demonstrating that with a different Cayman S I had in stock previously. And if you look at the front, yeah, there's a huge amount of space. It goes all the way to the floor of the car. You have a set of tools, tyre gel and a tyre compressor there, as well as a towing eye. So there's a set of tools, locking wheel bolt there as well, and the warning triangle is always on display at the top. So all of that is original from the factory. Nothing has gone missing. Then you have an extra storage cubby there where you can store some bits. On the earlier 987 Gen 1s, you used to have the sat-nav system if a car was specified with sat-nav, and you also used to have a multi-CD changer if that was specified with the car as well there. On these later cars, that's not needed, because that can all be built into the PCM, the central stereo double head unit. So that bit is a bit redundant and just uses storage now. And then under here you have the battery, and you also have the VIN stamped just there as well. So it's a decent Bosch battery there, which is what you need to start and run one of these lovely 3.4 litre flat sixes. I absolutely love this car. Love 987 Gen 2s because of those hydraulic steering systems. The modern 3.4 flat six, which they stopped building actually the normally aspirated Caymans and Boxsters in 2015, and they replaced them with 2 litre or 2.5 litre 4-cylinder flat 4 turbos. So you lose this lovely sound that you hear in the background on those cars. They don't sound like classic Porsches like these do, like the 911s of this era do as well. That was all lost from 2016 onwards. So these cars are very collectible now, great to drive. There's sort of the right width for UK roads. I think B roads especially, they just absolutely fly down them. You don't ever feel like it's too big a car to have on our roads. Very reliable as well, and the sat-nav system is very good. So yeah, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and if you are interested in the car, please don't hesitate to yeah, send me a message, give me a call, and arrange a viewing. Thanks for watching.